Diplomacy so sweet. We had 1.5 land this week. That land transaction with me. I'm trying to swipe this bitch up till it free. Diplomacy so sweet. We had 1.5 land this week. That land transaction with me. I'm trying to swipe this bitch up till it free.
I get been swiping for EDD. Go to the bank, get a stack at least. Fix it here better than selling peas. I made some rent that I couldn't believe. 10 cars, then 200 bond. I got a shot at the Donald Trump. I just might swipe it.
This as a rapper who bragged in a music video about getting rich from an unemployment scam is now facing federal charges. According to a criminal complaint, 31-year-old Fontrell Antonio Baines exploited the pandemic unemployment assistance provision of the Federal Coronavirus Act. He applied for more than $1.2 million in jobless benefits. Federal officials say right now he lives in Hollywood Hills, and in a video, he bragged he's going to get stacks of these while holding up envelopes from EDD. A second man in the video raps, quote, "You gotta sell cocaine, I just file a claim." If convicted, Baines faces up to 22 years in federal prison.
Amazon.
All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, Karlo, Yimlah, Allahayinawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that rule well. Strong salutations to your brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and in sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shabbat Rakat Intro for and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, man, the elect. All right, and as you can see, this, played this opening clip. This, it's pretty funny to me. All right, it's a video from last year, but it's still relevant and prevalent today. All right, and let's read the caption real quick. It says, I got 3 laughing emojis. It says, "This never gets old. Ever since this came out in 2020, all right, this came out on October 16, 2020, right? Well, this has been going on, but this case or this investigation came out on this day, but this has been going on a little while back. You know how ever since they've been giving out money, all right, unemployment. I say what, March, April, they've been sending out stimulus checks, over the summer of last year, this year also as well. So this has been pretty much a 2020-21 type of deal, man. People been signing up for PPP loans. You hear about, these damn scammers online. Motherfuckers be scamming folks. I had motherfuckers try to scam me. Talking about some. I wasn't going for none of that though. I ain't believe none of that. It's a dude that I ain't spoke to in a while. This was about, I believe, like this. I said this was like in. Let me see. This is like in. I believe this was May this year. All right, this was several months ago. I believe in May or June, or maybe in April. But it was one of the months. A dude I ain't speaking to in a while, he hit me up on Snapchat talking about some. Asked me for my social security card. Man, you crazy man. You crazy man, stupid fool, man. I ain't telling him this, but in my mind, he asked me for my social security card and all my information. Like, nigga, I ain't finna, talking about some, finna get these bands. He was, some bullshit, talking about we finna get his money. Which he was showing his money on, but that shit didn't move me, man. I didn't give a fuck about that, because, nigga, I know, nigga, you scamming folks. You used to tell me how you used to scam and shit, so what the fuck? But it's like who would pity a charmer? Like it's like who would pity a charmer who was bitten by a serpent? So I wasn't finna go for that. But he was telling me what he was pretty much scamming off them PPP loans, man. I was like, damn, did motherfucker getting? I'm like, that motherfucker like. He said, yeah, but he said that because they be what he said they be applying for like hundreds and hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Which you got folks out here that's really doing it, man. That's discreet with it. That's not getting caught, And you got motherfuckers like this that's rapping about it, man. So I'm saying all this to say this is real life. People actually make money doing this, scamming, doing PPP loans. They talking about EDD claims, right? Signing, I'm kind of not really familiar. It's familiar, but not really familiar as with. I've heard with PPP. Really, PPP loans is like for a business, right? I think it's like $10,000 and up. Some shit like that, man. But people take advantage of it and exploit it. So we're gonna go into it. And the scriptures speak about these things, how wealth gotten by what? Vanity shall be diminished. All right, so let's read the caption, man. This I said this never gets old. Ever since this came out in 2020, they've been on y'all ass, right? Unemployment boys, PPP and EDD. All right, this is the precept, Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gotten by vanity, right? And wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. Now let's go to the blue letter. I want to look at this word vanity. All right. Wealth gotten by vanity. All right. Wealth gotten by vanity.
Strong's H, 1892. Hevel.
Hebel says vapor, breath, vapor, vanity. And vanity, right? Figure of speech, right? Vainly. Right? It says figuratively, empty near vanity, figuratively, something transitory, unsatisfactory, often used as an adverb, altogether, vain, vanity. I look at this word vainly, altogether. Right? Vainly, in a way that produces no result to no avail, with no likelihood of fulfillment. Right? Because, like, we're going to look at the root word. I was going to say something. It says to act emptily, become vain, be vain, utterly vain, to cause to become vain, filled with vain hopes. So specifically to lead astray, become right, and that's what these guys doing. They are led astray, and that's no way to live, man. That's no way to live, to be a scammer. The scriptures talk about that, the deceitful. That's a word for that. But the scripture, we're gonna go into that. But the scriptures talk about all these things, man, about these damn scammers. Right, a thief. If you a scammer, you basically a thief, man. Scripture says, "Thou shalt not steal." You breaking one of the 10 Commandments, man. Right, you don't have an honest living, quote unquote. And you can say even drug dealers, they got more of an honest living than you niggas, man, because they actually providing some type of product. I'm not condoning it, I'm saying it's right, but they actually providing some type of product. You niggas that like to scam and like filing false claims, and all, and there's many different ways to scam. Like you got these damn credit card scammers and all that. But you're a thief. You know what I'm saying? You're a thief, man. Right? You're a thief. You don't have an honest. And I was saying, I would have you more respect for drug dealers than you niggas, man, because they actually provide some type of product or some type of service, man. You niggas, it's fraudulent. It's fraudulent, right? It's not, it's fraudulent, man. The scriptures talk about that, man. Right? So it says specifically, let astray, become vain, make vain. Now let's go back. It says something often used adverb altogether, vain, vanity. I was looking at this vainly. Let's look at back. It says to no avail. Let me get that. In a way that produces no result to no avail. Right? And it's vain. Right? Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gotten by vanity, meaning it's no avail, man. Right? You talking about you filing claims or you scamming, the unemployment benefits, all right, the EDD benefits, the the PPP loans, all right. You got that from scamming. You didn't get that from putting in hard work, all right. Be not deceived. He that whatsoever man sow, that shall he also reap. Right, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished. And let's go to this word diminished, man. It's gonna be diminished. Shall be diminished.
Strong's H, 4591. Ma'at.
It says to be, become small, be few, be diminished. To become small, to become few, to make small, make few, diminish, to give less. Right? To suffer, decrease, diminished. All right, and what's gonna happen to these guys, man? They all their money gonna get confiscated, man, and they gonna be thrown into prison, if not already, man. if not already, man. Right? So that rapper who bragged in a YouTube music video about getting rich from an unemployment scam was arrested Friday on federal charge of fraudulently applying for more than 1.2 million in jobless benefits. The Department of Justice officials. Right. So again, Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathered by labor shall increase. Right. I mean, you work for it. It's honest. It's an honest living. Right. It's an honest living. And even you can say, because honest is, let's go on the word honest. Like I was saying, you have more respect for drug dealers than these guys, man. Because, although they, it's bad, I'm not, that lifestyle ain't even a whole lot much better, but it's more honest than being a scammer. And one of the guys was talking about, you guys sell cocaine, I just filed a claim. Oh, man. And them niggas rapping about it, man. It's funny. I mean, it's easy for that, but it's easy for just to file a claim. You know what I'm saying? All right? But you said, what we got about labor shall increase. Somebody I wanted to look at. Damn, I lost my thought. Yeah, well, look at this word, but he that gathereth by labor, right? Strength, power, portion, monument. Basically, it's honest, right? But even, and I ain't even saying drug dealer, but, they go, that's fast money. That's vanity. When we get into it, that's vanity. Really, honest living, man. Something that's a morally that keeps your dignity, right? That's upright. That's what the scriptures are going to. But I want to go to see the fraudulent. Is it the fraudulent? Fraud. I believe it's this one. It's also, let me see. Yep, I wish I spoke on the fraud. Sirach 14:4, it says, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others that shall spend his goods righteously. Read this from the top. Right, Sirach 14:3, riches are not comely for a niggard, and what shall an envious man do with money? He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others that shall spend his good righteously. Right? I'm going to go to Leviticus 19 and 13. Also, Yahweh Shah spoke on what defraud not. Leviticus 19:13, thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. And that's what scammers do, man. They rob you. They defraud you. Look at the word defraud, man. All right. It just says,
Strong's H 6231. Ashak.
Ashak says to press upon, oppress, violate, defraud, do violence, get deceitfully. Right? Get deceitfully. And that's what they was doing, getting deceitfully, running it up on claims. All right? What they do, it says who brag on YouTube, unemployment scam. So it's a scam. They scamming. You scammers. right? You scammers, right? Get deceitfully, wrong, extort, to oppress, wrong, extort, to exploit, to be exploited. Then the woman said that who exploited the pandemic, they exploited it, right? Scammers. Exploit, utilize, take advantage of, make full use, and derive benefit from, right? Right? Take advantage of, make use of, abuse, impose on, prey on, play on, misuse, ill treat, bleed, suck, dry, squeeze, wring, enslave, treat unfairly, withhold rights from, manipulate, cheat, swindle, fleece, victimize. All right? All these things, man. Defrauding. To oppress, defraud, violate, overflow, get deceitfully, right? Scammers. Deceive, defraud, drink up. So they defrauding and robbing. Right? Leviticus 19:13, thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until morning. All right? And that's what also what Esau doing in his captivity, like you just said. Because really, when you work, your wages, you supposed to be paid the day of your work, your wages. But Esau, he give it to you, talking about every week or 2 weeks. That's bullshit. That's That's theft and robbery. You see, that's theft and robbery, man. See, this place is all out of whack. Let me read that again. Leviticus 19:13 says, "Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning." Right? Because you're supposed to pay somebody the work that they do. You're supposed to pay them that same after they. That's why you get the parable of what Matthew 20. All right, after that, they get their penny of a day. They agree to what their penny. So after their day's work, they get that penny, man. Pretty much whatever you work for, whatever you agreed on to work for, you're supposed to get your wages after the day's work. All right. Now Yahweh Shah spoke on the Friday night. We're gonna get that. All right. That was Mark 10. All right. Something else. Mark 10. All right, this is Mark chapter 10, verse 17. It says, "And when he was going forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life? Yahweh Shah said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. Thou knowest the commandments. Do not commit adultery. Do not kill. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. Defraud not." Right? You scammers. Honor thy father and mother. This is the word, defraud not. Because motherfuckers may think, I'm not, if you a scammer, you a sinner. You're not living the honest living, man. You're not honest. You're a liar. Right? You're a thief and a liar, man. Right? See, defraud. Right?
Strong's G 650. Apostereo.
Right? It says to defraud, rob, spoil. Right? You're a robber. Right? It says to despoil, to defraud, destitute, kept back by fraud. Right? Kept back by fraud, man. Because this is where despoil. Right? You a plunder, robber. Right? Pillage. Right? Gotten by deceitful means, man. Gotten belongings by deceitful means. Right? Like them niggas be talking about I'm addicted to finessing. I'm addicted to what are they talking about, man? They talking about thieving, man, plotting, scheming, scamming, exploiting, robbing, stealing. Right? You got none but liars, man. Scripture say a liar shall not enter into the city, man, into the gates of the city. Right? Revelation 21:8, it says, "But the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars, right, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death." So all you niggas that like to scam and defraud and and extort and take and finesse and steal and scheme. Yabashima Shah gonna burn your ass up with that fire. Alright? These niggas right here, if they don't repent, they gonna get burnt. That was judgment. But y'all believe it or not.
Employment so sweet.
That
We
was
had
judgment,
1.5. Employment so
This is
sweet. We had 1.5 land this week. That land transaction with me. I'm trying to swipe this bitch up till it free.
I give it swiping for EDD. Go to the bank, get a stack at least. Fix it here better than selling peas. I made some rent that I couldn't believe. 10 cars, then 200 bond. I got a shot at the Donald Trump. I get my swipe.
This says a rapper who bragged in a music video about getting rich from an unemployment scam is now facing federal charges. According to a criminal complaint, 31-year-old Fontrell Antonio Baines exploited the pandemic unemployment assistance provision of the Federal Coronavirus Act. He applied for more than $1.2 million in jobless benefits. Federal officials say right now he lives in Hollywood Hills, and in a video, he bragged he's going to get stacks of these while holding up envelopes from EDD. A second man in the video raps, quote, "You gotta sell cocaine, I just file a claim." If convicted, Baines faces up to 22 years in federal prison.
Amazon roll.
I mean, they ran it up quick, but was it worth it? Obviously not. The scriptures say what they say. The scriptures always prevail, man. Right? Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathered by labor shall increase. And that was written thousands of years ago, and it's still stands. It's still the same, man. So read this, and I'm gonna close out, man. What I want to read, I'm gonna get one. Hold on. See here. Come on, that's what I want. Matthew 24:34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And that's just like Proverbs 13:11, man. So with that, giving our praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. Call him La Lahaya Nawa Banawa, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Shabarakat Them Trophlet. And peace, blessings, salutations to the house of David, man, and elect. DTA Death to America, Bible Ball, come out, Shalom, man. Shalom to elect, man. Shalom.